Yeah, I got the carburetor right here. Oh, doesn't have any number. Let me open it up and get back. Okay, the number on it is, see if I can focus it. Nope. But it is X001WAFER7. Harbert carburetor. Okay, so we open it up and it comes with the gaskets. You're only gonna need two of the gasket. I think is this one and that one. These two. The one with the hole up here, and then that one over here. This one here, you don't need it for this machine. Okay. Nicely packaged. Okay, it comes with the carburetor, fuel line that you'll be needing. You will be adding now a fuel filter, which it never had before. Okay. Spark plug. Change it out. And that's about all you need. This other thing here is just a backup now. You just keep it just in case yours go bad. And it has this. You don't need this. So we will move on. Oh yeah, you don't need this. This is for the manual choke, if you're using manual choke. Now there's one thing you have to change in here. Well, use the old one. You'll take that plate out, pull this out, and put the old one in its place. Okay, so what you do first is flip this direction. Take like a little pick or something small just to spread it a little bit, and then I just use this little stripper and just pinch the plate and pull it straight out, and that'll do it. Okay, I held it just like this and just twist a little bit and just pull straight out. Now you can end up with this piece here, just like that. Take this, might need two hands, and just pull it straight out. Let me see if I can get it on video, because it's not that hard to do. Can't get it. Okay, I just took the that same stripper and just put it in that corner and pry it up. Once you pry it up, it just pops out, and then that's it. So it comes out just like that. Now you have this. The back one, you don't touch it. Being that this is a cheap aftermarket one, the other plate, you're going to have to grind it down on the top and the bottom for it to swing like it should. Alright, to get to the carburetor, make sure your fuel is turned in the off position. And my light might be bad. Flip the cover like you're going to the filter. Take the filter out so you can see everything. You could leave the filter in, it doesn't matter. Get number 8. Take out these bolts, 6 of them. Okay, now that you got this off, you pull this cover off. They're always going to be stuck. So you got your nuts right there, filter here, and this cover. Then you need a number 10 to take off these 2, and there's going to be one in the back right there. Once you get those off, the plate here can come off, and then you can start pulling off the carburetor. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself. I pulled this hose out. It just comes out the little hole at the top there. And then you have this other one here that goes to the tank, and it comes out right there. So you pull that out. Now be a little careful. You'll have one little piece here that falls out and a spring. Try to keep track of that little spring when it comes out. Okay, it fell out, and let me see where it's at. Okay, this is that piece right here, and it should have a little spring with it. Let me find the little spring, because oh, there it is. That's the little spring. So now you're gonna have to take these clips out to unplug these two wires right there. You can't cross them. If you were just changing out this piece here at the bottom, you'd still have to do it. And that is the part that usually goes bad on these. But the carburetor is, I think, 20 bucks. So now when you take carburetor off, that's the gasket is on the back. And you take the spring and this off. This is on the governor. So let me go ahead and get that off. Okay, you take the little clip off the fuel line, and then you can pull the fuel line off. And I took the clips out already. So now I can go ahead and disconnect this for the whole carburetor to come out. Okay, now this is where I'm saying after you get it out, you flip that Phillips screwdriver, take out those two screws, and take this plate and this piece out, the whole top, upper top. Let me get the other one, the new one, next to it so you see it. Alright, that's the new one. That's the old one. The new one needs this whole mechanism with it on this side. So I'll go ahead and do that and then come back. Okay, I took the two screws out. There's them there. And this piece here, just reach in there, take the plate out, and this one moves a lot easier than the other one. Take this piece out now, and that goes down in the new one. And you turn it that way and put the screws back in. But this, usually, the way it sits there, have to be grinded down a little bit here. So I just put it on a file and at the top also, or else it touches the inside, and then the automatic choke won't choke. It's got stuck. It always gets stuck. So you can try it first and make sure. If you can do that real easy like that, then it's good. If it's any drag, you're gonna have to grind it down. Okay, I had to grind down the top and the bottom. If it doesn't move like this, then you need to grind it down. So okay, I put on the gasket. It's the one in the back. Then you get the carburetor, sits as is right here. But before you do that, I will go ahead and put on that little piece that comes off with the spring. Okay, the little piece with the spring sits like that. That's the spring right there, and it just holds in there. That little hole gets the side with the spring in it, and then I think it's just an indentation on the other side, and it just swivels on it right there. So now I can put it in, and this piece here, that's the whole cover, has the corresponding piece right here that fits into that piece that has the spring. So I put everything in now. And when you put it in, then you have the other gasket here, and then that cover goes on. So just make sure there's not an old gasket stuck to it. All right, so I put on the governor pieces right there, the spring and the little piece to this arm. Sliding it on now. Always want, okay. Slide on. You have this little cover on this now, and like I said, check the back. Yeah, this one still has the old gasket. So you'll take the old gasket off. Needs a little bit of cleaning right there. It's not that critical on a generator, lawnmower, anything like that, as like your car. So this cable here is the new one. It's going to run back and go back in these clips and clip back into place there, and then plug up back to these two wires. And as you can see, one is male, one is female, so you can't cross it up. And this piece here just sits directly on that piece up here. Oh, I did forget to show. I took this off. It had water in it and a lot of dirt. I just tapped it and it came out a little bit of rust and stuff. This hose, we're changing it out to the new one, and we're adding the fuel filter right here. I try to put it where it's like level, so, and then we'll connect to here. So we're going to do that. You just have to cut that one that you have, the new hose. You could do it with the old one too, no big deal. All right, this is something I do a little different than some people. I did not put a clamp on the filter side. I don't think you need a clamp anyway on this because it's just gravity fed, basically. So I'll put this right here, short piece that I cut, and then find the arrow on this so it goes that way. The arrow is pointing away from the tank, so that's the way it flows. And then you push this end with nothing on the filter, and on the other side I use the rest. This piece will go to the carburetor and that goes to the filter. All right, so I have it set up just like this. This is the other new gasket. Goes on right here. And now this piece can go on. Just come from the top. You might have to pull the carburetor to the edge, like about right there. It's just about 1/8 of an inch of thread showing, and then you can put this piece back on. All right, so that's back on. I did take the filter off, like I said, so you can't open the fuel yet. Now these two wires here, this is the one from the carburetor, and this is the one up here to this piece, the automatic choke lever. And now I can go ahead and put my clips back on, lock this in place, and then just plug these two wires back in. All right, now we got this hose to put back in down here where you see that little hole, and then this one here goes from the valve cover, that hole right there, to that hole at the top. And if you wanted, I mean, you could even go ahead and start it up then if you really wanted. I have this back in, and I have the fuel open, and it's pouring in there, going down to the bowl. So got everything hooked up right now, but on this machine I have to adjust the valves. That's the only thing, and I'm going to change out the plug. The plug should be decent, but I'll change it. I got pulled off. I'm back. Everything is on. I adjusted the valves, put in the new plug, that is the new carburetor right there. And let me try it with the remote. Okay, doing with the remote, that has to be in the on position. This is in the center. I already programmed this one. Hold it down 3 seconds. The light came on. Let's see what it does. Yep, this is the one with the starter issue too. Yeah, I'll let it go again. It'll do that, then it'll throw the choke back. So alright, and she fired up good. I guess just getting away, letting the bowl full up with fuel and everything worked out fine for it. But that's all.